Let's welcome on board Mr. TT Jagannathan as well. He's the chairman at TTK Prestige to break down the performance. Mr. Jagannathan, thank you so much for making time and speaking with us. Well, the quarter gone by didn't look very impressive. The profitability was down 30%. The revenue also slipped by almost 13%. What's happening? Is the demand really weak?
Yes, last quarter the demand for our segment was weak. This is across all companies. If you look at everybody in a peer group, all of us have reported fourth quarter earnings. In our case, the bottom line was particularly affected by a write-off that we took on stocks that we think are not movable. So that affected the bottom line a little more than it should.
But is the product demand lower in comparison to the COVID years, or overall you're seeing a slump?
No. The last year was a COVID year. Everybody, all share of wallet moved to kitchen because people were at home. So we grew 35% last year. So comparing anything to last year is not a fair thing.
To your mind, is the real trajectory? I mean, will we go back to the pre-COVID days of 15-20%?
Yes, I believe we will.
Okay. But 15-20% is also, some would say, is a very decent number considering that you had a drop and a big comeback and then you're building on the base. So which means from the pre-COVID time, you're all up almost 50%.
Yes, you're right.
Okay. What to your mind is happening in terms of the entire kitchen upgrade cycle? Because that's been the talking point for TTK Prestige, that it's just not pressure cookers. There are other things also which are getting upgraded. That's how you are building a franchise. Share more details on that.
That's actually looking good. Our premium products, our top side products are doing extremely well. It's only at the bottom end where it's a little tight. But our new products have all done extremely well. Our launches are doing very, very well.
But you pointed out about the 15-20% volume growth. Is that something you're expecting in FY24 itself? Because the analysts and the street is expecting a mid-single digit volume growth.
I would agree with them.
So mid-single volume digit growth, is that what you're pointing out to FY24?
In volume, yes.
Sure. So also talk to us about the breakup with respect to demand in rural India versus urban India, because rural India, we have been getting very different commentary from each of the players. What's been your reading?
Well, actually, we don't directly sell to rural India. We sell through MFIs and so on. And so it depends upon when their cycle begins and ends. We had a flat year as far as rural demand is concerned. We are looking forward to a good year this year.
Is it a fair assumption, Mr. Jagannathan, that consumers may also be downtrading a little bit, or are you not witnessing that in your products?
They are. You're quite right. They are. So we've launched a new brand called Judge by Prestige at the bottom end to be able to take advantage of that.
And how's the expansion turning out to be in the non-South market? Because South has been your stronghold. What about the northern part of the country, eastern, western?
We are now larger in the non-South than in the South.
So what's the split right now and what is it going to be going forward?
About 55-45 now. We expect it to be about 60-40 this year.
Okay, expecting a 60-40 split, but just wanted to get a bit more sense from you with respect to the margin performance as well. Have you had to increase your advertising spends given the competition? How's the margin trajectory going to be like in the rest of the year?
We have a constant advertising policy at 6% of sale, and that won't change.
And any update on the market share if you have, and any update with respect to the...
have held up. We are still, in spite of all the competition, we still have kept up market share, and we hope to do so in the future too.
Mr. Jagannathan, we'll let you go on that note. Thank you so much for joining us with that quick take on the outlook for the business going forward.